So as students, a lot of us, especially in an institute like IIT, we did a survey and we found that a lot of students are under stress. And we're used to a mechanism of the reward and punishment mechanism. So till the time there's no sword hanging on us, till the time there's no deadline, we'll procrastinate and we'll wait for things to happen. And that's when we do. And when we talk to students, they say that, I think this is the way we know how to work. This is the way we are trained. And related to this, many of them say that fear of failure sometimes motivates them. And they see that this is essential and this is how things have to happen. Is that so that this is the only way we can work? Or because it sometimes makes us feel very restricted, and yeah, is there a way where we can be free of this?
So let's understand this in a more fundamental way. See, when we say stress, when we say anxiety, when we say depression, when we say misery, or when we say joy, when we say bliss, when we say ecstasy or love or whatever, all human experience comes from within you. Is this so, all of you? I'm asking for a higher opinion. Is this so? All human experience happens from within you. At least what happens from within you must happen the way you want it. Yes or no? Now, you're still in a university. Once you step out into the larger world, this is a very protected world you're living in. If you're thinking sword is hanging on your head, you'll have a bomb ticking once you step out. This is a very comfortable life, very protected life. Here nothing is hanging on you, okay? Yes, you need to pass your examinations, whatever. There are some challenges, I'm not saying no. But all human experience happens from within you. Whatever comes from within you, can I assume that you're doing it? If something sweet comes out of you right now, can I assume you're saying something sweet?
Yes.
Something nasty comes out of you, can I assume you're saying it?
Yes.
Or is it your ego?
I think the ego then.
Because this has become the way of the world. People have found all kinds of fall guys, spiritual fall guys and civil fall guys. If they do something wonderful, they say it's me. If they do something nasty, they say it's that Mr. Ego, that guy does this. If they do something wonderful in the world, they say it's me. If something little goes wrong in their life, they'll find one little guy here and say it's because of him. If something big goes wrong in their life, they'll find one big guy there and say it's because of him. This guy is missing. This guy needs to come into the play. Only when this guy comes into play, you call that life. Yes? When this guy plays, this is called life. If that guy plays, I don't know what it means. This guy plays, this is rubbish. Everything that goes on in my life, somebody who can't stand up to me, he is responsible. Something big goes wrong in my life, he is responsible. This one is missing. One who is missing, how can he experience life? How can he create life? How can he know life? So this guy has to come into play. The one important thing that needs to happen in the world today is, we have to move from religion to responsibility. We have been slinking around with life. When things happen, I'm there, when it don't happen, somewhere. No. If you understand, it's me who is causing anxiety to myself, not my examination. When I join the institution, I know there are going to be examinations, isn't it? What is causing anxiety is not something else. My inability to handle my own thought and my own emotion, isn't it? If it so happened, your left hand is free right now. Your left hand is free. Suppose it pops up and punches you in the face. What will you do? I will ask him to restrain the left hand. If it doesn't work, we'll ask them to tie it up. If it doesn't work at all, if it's going to pull out your eyeballs, then we may have to amputate it. Yes or no? Right now, that is all you're trying to do. To beat the anxiety, you'll drown yourself in alcohol. To beat the anxiety, you burn yourself down with smoke. What you're trying to do is amputate yourself because you don't know how to handle the potential of being human. Your problem is very evolutionary. When I say evolutionary, see, do you know, I mean, you're all engineering students, so I'm asking, do you know? Do you know the DNA difference between you and a chimpanzee is only 1.23%? 1.23% is not much of a difference, isn't it? Yes or no? Physiologically, that is how close to a chimpanzee you are. But in terms of your intelligence, intellect and awareness, you are worlds apart from a chimpanzee. Or in other words, your intellect or the cerebral activities in evolutionary scale, it's of recent origin. It's new. You still not learned how to deal with it. You have an intelligence for which you don't have a stable enough base. The only and only reason you suffer either misery or anxiety or depression or whatever, this may sound very cruel to you, but the reality is this, that your own intelligence has turned against you. It is like you've been given a sharp knife, you don't know how to handle it. Every day you keep cutting yourself and you think there is something wrong with the knife. No, you don't have a steady hand. If your intelligence worked for you 100%, would you create blissfulness or misery for yourself? Joy or misery, please choose right now, I'm going to bless you. For yourself, you clearly know highest level of pleasantness is what you want. What you want for your neighbor may be debatable. What you want for yourself is very, very clear, isn't it?